In this video tutorial, I discuss the power rule of derivative. So the power rule tells us that d by dx of x की power n is equal to n times x की power n minus 1. This expression shows the first derivative of a function by using power rule. Just think, what about xn here? Here x is a variable and n is a constant. So n constant means it may be positive integer, negative integer, rational or irrational. So this rule is only applicable when variable is base with constant exponent. For finding the first derivative, we basically take the constant n over to the front, multiply it with variable x, and then subtract 1 power. That's mean 1 power goes out by n. Example, by understanding the concept of power rule, where power rule is applicable to question and where it is not applicable. This rule is only applicable when variable is a base and constant is in power, like shown in these example. When x has some power 3, when x has some negative power, or when x has some fractional or radical in power. This rule is not applicable to when we have a number to some power like 5x. It is not applicable when we have variable to variable like x की power x, and it is also not applicable on e raised to power 3. Mean it is not applicable to number because e here is number, it's a mathematical constant and its value is 2.71. So make sure you are always apply power rule when you are taking of variable to some number. Next, I explain some examples for power rule of derivative. First, I differentiate polynomials by using power rule. Let's say, for example, if we have function x square, in x square n is equal to 2. So what is the derivative of that function? We find its first derivative by using power rule. Now d by dx of x square by power rule is move that constant 2 up front, multiply it with x and then subtract 1 power. So 1 power goes out by 2. You will get 2 into x raised to power 1. Here x raised to power 1 mean x. That's why the first derivative of d by dx of x square is equal to 2x. Now let us look toward another example, d by dx of x cube. In this case, you move the constant 3 to up front and multiply it with x and 1 power goes out by 3 and you will get the answer 3x square. Let us look another example, d by dx of x4. In this case, move the constant 4 to up front, multiply it with x and 1 power goes out by 4 and you will get the answer 4x cube. In a similar manner, what do you think about d by dx of x raised to power 7? So 7 power comes up front, multiply it with x and 1 power goes out by 7 and you will get the answer 7x raised to power 6. So d by dx of x raised to power 7 is equal to 7x raised to power 6. Let us take some little bit different example, d by dx of 3x raised to power 4. We have to find what is the derivative of 3x raised to power 4. For this, we use constant multiple rule. Write 3 as it is and find the derivative of x raised to power 4. Now you get 3 into 4 x raised to power 4 minus 1. Multiply 4 times 3, you get the answer 12x cube. Let us try another one. What is the derivative of 2x raised to power 6? Similarly, write 2 as it is and find the derivative of x raised to power 6. You will gonna be get an answer 12x raised to power 5. Let's see towards some short tricks. You have seen previously the derivative of x square is gonna to be 2x. The derivative of x cube is gonna to be 3x square. The derivative of x4 is 4x to the 3 power. The derivative of x5 is 5x to the 4 power. Now it's mean you get constant upfront multiplied with the variable, and 1 power reduces in each derivative. So similarly, the power rule for derivative is d by dx xn equal to n times x raised to power n minus 1. What about the derivative of x? You all know x mean x raised to power 1. So you can differentiate x raised to power 1 by applying the power rule. The 1 come up front, apply it with x, and 1 power goes out by 1, and you will get the answer x raised to power 0. And in mathematics, if any variable have power 0, it is equal to 1. In my previous video tutorial, I have explained the derivative of constant. But how we show this by using power rule, that d by dx of 5 is equal to 0. 5 is equal to 5x की power 0. These two expressions are equivalent. Now by using power rule, move 0 to up front. And you all know 0 times anything is equal to 0. So here we prove that the derivative of constant is 0. Now I consider some examples of differentiating negative powers by using power rule. The negative powers are reciprocals. Let's put a look to understand the concept. See toward the term 1 over x. It means you gonna move x from bottom to top. If x come in numerator, the power become negative 1. Whenever you move any term from top to bottom or bottom to top, the exponent of the term change. Now we use power rule to differentiate 1 over x. What is the derivative of d by dx of 1 over x? Here in fraction 1 over x, the first thing you need to do, move x to top. So d by dx of x minus 1. Let's see what is the derivative of d by dx of x raised to power minus 1. Here by using power rule, move minus 1 to up front, multiply it with variable x, and 1 power goes out by minus 1. You will get minus x raised to power minus 2. Now you simplify this expression for this, bring x raised to power minus 2 to bottom. You will get minus 1 over x square. So the derivative of 1 over x is minus 1 over x square. Let's try another one. If we have function 1 over x square, what is the derivative of 1 over x square? Firstly, rewrite the expression, move x square to top. Now by using power rule, we find the first derivative of x raised to power minus 2. Here you notice n equal to minus 2. So d by dx of x raised to power minus 2 is equal to minus 2 times x raised to power minus 2 minus 1. And you will get minus 2x raised to power minus 3. This is the first derivative of d by dx of x raised to power minus 2. You just need to simplify it, bring x raised to power minus 3 to the bottom, you will get minus 2 over x raised to power 3. Let's take more example of rational function. If we have 7 over x raised to power 5, so what is the derivative of 7 over x raised to power 5? For finding the first derivative of this expression, you just need to bring x raised to power 5 to the top and you will get 7x raised to power minus 5. Here you use constant multiple rule. 7 remain as it is and you take the derivative of x raised to power minus 5. For this, bring minus 5 to up front, multiply it with x and 1 power goes out by 5 and you will get the expression 35 x raised to power minus 6. Now just simplify it. After simplification, the derivative of 7 over x raised to power 5 equal to minus 35 over x raised to power 6. Finally, I differentiate radicals or fractional powers by using power rule. If variable x have radical sign and another name of radical sign is fractional power, so we differentiate it by using power rule. You all already know square roots are powers, cube roots are power, square root are 1/2 power, cube roots are 1/3 power, and similarly the fourth root are 1/4 power. So here we find the derivative of radical sign on variable. So what is the first derivative of under root x? You need to write under root x into fractional power and it's become x raised to power 1 over 2. Now what is the derivative of that function? By using power rule, bring 1 over 2 to up front and it's gonna to be 1 over 2 multiplied by x raised to power 1 over 2 minus 1. By solving this fraction 1 over 2 minus 1, you need to get common denominator. So we multiply it by 2 by 2 and finally we get the answer 1 over 2 x raised to power minus 1 by 2. Now just simplify it and bring x raised to power minus 2 to bottom and you will get the answer 1 over 2 under roots of x. It's your choice to leave answer like this, but this is the most common form that is used. Now we find the derivative of cube root of x and you all know cube root are 1/3 power, so d by dx of x raised to power 1 by 3. By using power rule, bring 1 by 3 to up front, multiply it with x and 1 power goes out by 1 by 3. You need to simplify the fraction 1 by 3 minus 1. For this you need to get the same denominator, so you multiply and divide it by 3 by 3 and you will get the answer 1 by 2 x raised to power minus 2 by 3. Now just simplify this expression and you will get 1 over 2 into x raised to power 3 by 2. Let us take one more example. What is the derivative of a function when we have radical sign in denominator? In this case, you see the square root is in denominator. So d by dx of 1 over under root x. For this, first you rewrite the expression in fractional form. And 1 over under root x became x raised to power minus 1 by 2. Now by applying power rule, we get minus 1 by 2 to up front, multiply it with x and 1 power goes out by minus 1. And you will get the answer by simplifying this expression minus 1 by 2 into x raised to power minus 3 by 2. It's your choice. You leave the answer like this or put it in simplified form. By simplifying this expression, we will get minus 1 by 2 into 2 power 3 by 2. If you like this video, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you.